All right, guys, it's Christina, and I'm so glad that I'm able to do this. My daughter is sick, so I apologize if she starts crying in the background. So what I'm going to be showing you today is a brief tutorial on how to get set up and get set up on Facebook pages. I found them very beneficial, just because I'm able to market my business and keep my stuff, my personal stuff, on the side. That's just how I prefer to do it. But everyone has their own preference, so I hope that at least this will give you a little bit more guidance on everything. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to minimize this. I hope everyone can see my screen here. I'm going to go to Facebook, and I'm going to make sure that this is displaying. Okay, cool, it is. All right. Sorry for the constant back and forth with that. I just wanted to make sure it works. So you're logged into Facebook, you got your account, and you're like, okay, I want to get a Facebook page set up. So from this little ticker here, there's a few ways you can do this. You can either set it up from the side over here, which you can create groups, and then if you scroll down more, you can create pages and ads. But I prefer the quick and easy way, and it's by going to this little ticker here and selecting create page. From there, you're going to select a category. I selected community for my page, which actually, let me show you my page really quick here. So this is my community page, the Tech and Fitness Chick. This is where I post my podcasts, my Beachbody business, and my tech conversations through my podcasts. Just based off of what I've been posting, it's been mostly about fitness, but I will start varying it up over time. But no matter what your background is, and no matter what you're looking to expose this to, you can customize it however you like. So there's just like a few tabs up here that are great resources. It makes it easier to switch between your personal account and your business account. So if you are accepting messages from people, you can go to the messages tab and you'll be able to read all of the messages here. I personally don't have any messages right now. And if I were away, like if you were to step out for more than 12 hours, I usually enable this. And what this does is it gives them, an automated message saying, I'm away. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you're coming back, you just, like any other, out of office message box, you just swipe that to the other side. Another great thing about Facebook pages is that you get notifications. You get notifications when someone shares, when someone comments, when someone likes, and so on and so forth, which I think is fantastic because unfortunately Facebook never had this feature before. They did have where you could see like who likes your page, but more in depth on what it is right now, like this wasn't existent like over 8 months ago. I've been on Facebook pages for about 5 years now. My Roundhouse Games. I had another Facebook account, but it got hacked, so I had to switch to this account. But it made it seamlessly easy to get that set back up, and with thanks to the promoting of the Facebook page, I was able to get my audience back from my previous account. So So insights, this is another great feature for Facebook pages. It has like these analytic diagrams that you can check to see who you're reaching and how many have viewed your video, or if, say for example, you had an ad on one of your posts. You know, this allows you to see you know, the last 7 days, last 28 days, today, so on and so forth. And the great thing is you can export all of this data. So if you're trying to keep reports of, you know, who you're reaching out to and so on and so forth, you know, you can do that. Another great thing about the insights and analytics of this is that you could see every single post that that is on your page and how many people it has reached, and then being able to engage individuals as well. You can also set up your boost post ads here as well, which I find to be really helpful. So I don't have to physically go to each of my posts and say select post, select post. So this gives it like a quick and dirty way to boost those posts. And then these are pretty cool too. You can like kind of view the diagrams. You can, you know, select, you know, 208. So I engaged, you know, 208 people for the total, you know, total days, so on and so forth. Also, you can view results of your boosted ads, which is really great, because you can see like what your budget, like how much you spent, how many actions were taken, and how many reached with the $2 that I spent. So I'd say that's pretty cool. And then publishing tools. This is pretty nifty too, because this is a newer feature that Facebook pages added. They added the ability of scheduling posts. So if you say, for example, like for my business, you know, for my personal like time frame, you know, I have my daughter, and then, you know, I have full-time work, I'm doing master's program, I'm running 2 side businesses, and, you know, I'm just trying to balance everything. So what I usually do per the week is I come in here and I schedule posts. Maybe I want to promote a certain product, or maybe perhaps I want to you know, maybe take a poll on, you know, how I'm doing on my page, or what people want to see. So what I would do is I would create a scheduled post. You know, I would select the date and time that I want it to post. So say for example, I want to post something tomorrow, since I probably won't be you know, I probably won't be available. Well, let's just go with today. Let's do 1 p.m. And we'll do picture. And we'll do this fun little one. Get the audience engaged. So so I'll do like this fun little tag yourself on who's motivated you. I'm gonna put my motivation to my family and friends. Who motivates you? Tag below. All right, so by scheduling that, and you know, as you saw, it's very seamless and easy to do. So I could even go in here and I can adjust that time. So say, for example, I want to publish this on Saturday. Even though I selected today's date at 1 p.m., I can adjust that. So, which is pretty nice because, I kind of do want this for tomorrow. So I'll do 9 a.m. and I'll schedule it. So as you can see, the post is right there that I scheduled. Now, say for example, you come back later and you're like, well, crap, I forgot to add a few details. You can delete the post and then create a new one. I don't believe. Let me see here. Oh yes, you can edit. Okay. I personally have never edited the posts. I knew there was probably a way of doing this, but so mobile view will show you the mobile view, desktop preview will show you the desktop preview if you want to remove the scheduling, reschedule it, backdate it, publish it. You can choose that, or if you want to just simply edit the post, you can do that as well. Maybe you wanted to add a little smiley face. I'll put feeling excited, and then I'll put save. And as you can see, very easy. So, oh, here comes my daughter. Hi, Maddie. All right. You could do the same with videos as well. You can create drafts. Like, so if you wanted to create a draft that maybe you just haven't gotten the full thinking on that, and you wanted to start like kind of like putting together your ideas. I usually recommend doing drafts because sometimes I can't personally collect all of my ideas either. So just gotta figure out like what will work best for you. I know personally, like I already know what most of the time I already know what I'm gonna post about, and the drafts are great like for kind of brainstorming in the future, but not necessary if you don't want to use it, but just know that it's there. So settings, you can set your audience and then page roles in here. So say for example you have a small business that you have more than a few managers that you want to manage the page. So you don't want just yourself. You would go to page roles and you could type in the person's email address, or you can add the Facebook person. You could just type in their name. But there's different categories. There's advertiser. So this is someone which the admin creates a post, and they can create ads and insights for you. Moderator, which can respond to and delete comments on the page. So say for example you have like a community forum like mine. People can post onto your page. So if you get a bunch of like spammers or there's a lot of people out there that will just post like a bunch of links to try and get you to buy stuff, which for me is a little annoying. But if I had another person that I wanted to manage the page with, I would assign them as a moderator. Editor, that's like the default setting just because I'm an admin. You can edit the page. They can send messages and publish onto the page. And then analysts, can see the posts and view the insights on the page. So just some of the categories here. But if you want to learn more about the different roles, they do have a breakdown of the different categories, which is awesome. It kind of gives you an easier scope of like, besides scrolling through what I did, it gives you an easier way to, check that out. So see here. So I covered the insights. I covered, the roles. I covered the publishing tools, messaging. So let's go back. These other things, like, you can kind of go through them yourself, because it kind of keeps, it bounces you around a little bit. Instagram ads, you can post Instagram ads to your Facebook page. It kind of goes in depth on that link there. And then page support, which takes you, I believe it takes you to, it takes you to the messaging center here. I've had to change my my Facebook page title on there, and they send you messages on the case number from their support team. So to go back to this, now that you have an overview of what a Facebook page looks like, and the categories that you get demonstrated when you create the page and have it completely published, let's go in and create a page. And I want to continue as myself because it's going to be managed underneath my, my thing. So let's create one for, say, for example, computers and technology. We'll do Christina's Computer Whiz Company. And get started. Hi, baby. It'll take you to this wizard where you can enter in the description. It'll ask you to set like a profile picture. So maybe, maybe like an example would be like your logo, or maybe a nice professional profile picture of yourself. Depending on, what your company is about, I usually put my logo or a nice professional profile picture of myself. It makes it seamless to add to your favorites, and then you can set your preferred page audience. Page audience is very important, especially if you're trying to target a certain market. It's very important that you do set this up and take the time to set this up, because you're going to be getting a lot of people onto your page. Facebook is a huge market for it's a wide range. Like, you have a lot of people that are out there, and from a lot of backgrounds and a lot of countries, and depending on who you're trying to target yourself, it's very important that you do this. You can include and exclude countries, states, cities, zip codes, you name it. So like, as an example, I want to put United States. And maybe if I want to get really specific, and then put United States and Michigan. Shout out to my home state. And then maybe I want to put Ohio, because that's where I'm located right now. And then maybe I want to narrow it down even more and say Cleveland, Ohio. So you see what I did there? I narrowed it down, and it narrowed it so down that I can set a radius. So I'll put 25 miles as the default. And then Michigan, you can exclude the location, or you can include it. So say, for example, I put Mexico. I don't want to include Mexico, just because I don't want to sell to Mexico. I don't have, shipping obligations, and my product wouldn't be ideal for people in Mexico. So I would say exclude location. What this will do is it will exclude this page and this business from anybody that states that they are located in the country, or they live in the country, or they're from the country. So it kind of gives you, that luxury, if you will, of, specifying. Age, I want to target 18 to 40. And I want to target people in computers, if I can spell correctly. And then it subcategorizes it. So it gives you a list of suggestions. And if you guys can see this, this is fantastic because when you hover over each of these, it'll tell you how many people are actually interested in this category. So there's 69,558,300 people. This is fantastic because this gives you, these people at your fingertips. And anytime anybody logs onto their account, it'll give them suggestions based off of their interest to connect. So I'm just going to put desktop computers. And then I'm going to put Mac Mini just as an example for this. I'm not going to publish this, but it's just as an example. And then I'm going to save. Now, I did skip over quite a few of those categories. That's okay because I can go back through in the About tab and I can set all of those categories that I missed. So for a company, I get these categories. You don't necessarily have to fill all of these in, but the more you fill in, the more of that, that audience that you're going to be able to target. People look for companies that are, that, oh my goodness, my daughter's doing acrobats. Okay, come on. All right, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. People want, companies that have as much information as possible about the product. They want, something that's accountable and reputable. And, with these categories, you can, really demonstrate that you're legit. So, if you have a mission statement, you can enter that in, founding date, so on and so forth. I got to wrap this up just because my daughter's getting really fussy, so I apologize, guys. I will make another video of going more in detail about this, because there's a lot of great features on here, like this create a call to action button. There's so many categories, it's not even funny. But and then promoting and advertising, I'll do another video for that as well. But if you have any questions, feel free to drop a line. I am going to stop screen sharing and I'm going to bring up the chat. Oh, I should have kept screen sharing. Hang on. Maddie, please calm down, okay? So here is my contact information if you want to reach out to me. I don't care what background you're in. I'm more than happy to help out in any way I can. I am a business owner that does training regularly for computer technology, and I even do webinars, for underprivileged communities that may just need that training for, PowerPoint, Word, Excel, web development, game design, you name it. I do it all. So I know that my current YouTube page doesn't show much, but like I said, my previous accounts got hacked and unfortunately they all had to be deleted. So I lost all that content. But if you do want to reach out to me, that's my email address. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or, reach out to me on facebook.com/ Roundhouse Games LLC. And I'm also at the Tech and Fitness Chick, but you can do see Emerson Motivation page. I believe that's what it's called. But you could just search, you know, tech and fitness chick, and it should come up. So yeah, feel free to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help out. Just please give me a few days to answer to the emails, just because I'm managing about probably 6 to 7 emails right now. So, but yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. Feel free to reach out to me. Thanks, guys. Bye.